Hi, my name is Brandy Williams, and this is my application video for To Write Love on Her Arms. So to me, a community is a group of individuals who stick together for a common purpose or a common goal because it is far easier to achieve something with a group of people by your side instead of taking something on by yourself. The largest community that I know that I'm a part of is humanity, and I know that as human beings, we want to survive and we want to live and we want to be happy. And I think that the key to having a healthy community is to take steps in order to preserve oneself as a community unit. But in order to do that, we need to be able to rely on members of the community. But before we even do that, we need to ensure our own well being by taking care of ourselves so that way we are better equipped to take care of one another. So I think that I would be a great fit for the team because I find it incredibly beautiful to be able to present a piece of hope to someone who truly thought it was all lost. I remember when I was only 16 years old, I was struggling with self harm, with panic attacks, with depression, and I had stumbled upon the To Write Love on Her Arms booth at Work Tour. And they had connected me to so many resources around me that I had no idea existed. I didn't know that this was a thing, and I wasn't educated on mental health as a kid. So I know that I'm not alone. I know that there are kids and adults alike that, are very similar to me, that they don't know that there is help and that there is hope around them. And I am very passionate now to be able to redo the service that was done to me and to be able to connect people to resources and also to just be a friend and to be someone who is there to listen to their story. So the biggest inspiration in my life, hands down, is my grandmother, who I call Oma because she came here from Germany after World War II, became a cook. She taught me everything about the arts, how to paint, how to make traditional German dishes. She taught me how to knit. And the thing I admire most about her is her resilience. 2 years ago, when she was 83 years old, she broke her leg so badly that they didn't think she'd ever be able to walk again. But here she is walking 2 miles every single day. She spends 6 to 7 hours every day listening to classical music and playing mahjong just to keep her mind active. And in December, she's going to be celebrating her 41st year sober from alcohol. And in her honor, I actually got this tattoo. It says Gelassenheit. It means serenity in German. I too want to stay sober from alcohol. I want to be like her and set a good example for my own daughter, who's now 6 months old, and for anybody else who ever looks up to me in that sort of a way. So right now, I am most passionate about being a mom. My daughter is my joy. She is my light. She's my everything. And it is literally impossible to be sad when you look at her. It's impossible to feel anything but joy, when I hold her hand or when I hear her laugh. And honest to God, if I could just sit on the carpet all day for a living and play with her, I would, for certain. I'm also very passionate about writing, and to me, writing is like a buffet where I could just go up and I could try literally anything I want to, and no one can tell me otherwise. First and foremost, my staple, I love to journal. I write experimental nonfiction pieces, I write short stories, I write jokes, I write poems, I write music. I like to do journalism, and I've written concert reviews, I've written album reviews. I just like writing anything, but recently I've been writing the most about my daughter. All right, 5 facts about me. Number one, I could juggle 3 balls for a few seconds. Number two, I host an emo/pop punk radio show for my college radio station, and it is called Not a Phase. Number three, I am a huge fan of stand up comedy. Number four, I have a 5 pound gummy bear sitting on my table right now that is no longer 5 pounds because I ate half of it. And number five, I have a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito who permanently resides in my living room. So, the hardest thing that I've ever had to do for something that I believe in, or I guess someone, is shortly after I gave birth to my daughter this year, I decided to go no contact with my parents after years of emotional abuse and addiction. And a few days after I got home from the hospital, I had some time to unwind. I laid on the couch with my daughter and I was able to just stare at her for a bit. And I could not look her in the eyes and picture or accept her ever going through what I went through. It brought tears to my eyes and pain in my chest, and I knew for certain that I had to do a few things. I needed to get out of that toxic environment, I needed to break the cycle, I needed to stay sober for life, and I needed to go back to therapy, which is something I swore I wouldn't do again because it sucked last time, but I think that it made me a stronger mother and a better woman as a result.